Michelle Held here, and I'm going to discuss today 10 Pinterest marketing mistakes you may be making. So I wrote a blog post about this topic. I've done this one before, but different mistakes this time. 10 Pinterest marketing mistakes. If you're using Pinterest for business and trying to get some traffic to your website or views on your product, brand, or service, then you want to make sure you're doing the best job you possibly can with Pinterest. So the first mistake that you may be making is using small images. So I have my board here, Pinterest for Business. It's a webinar that I did. And these pins right here, 1, 2, and even these two guys here, they're small. And the reason that these ones are small is because they are videos and we don't have any control over the size of the thumbnail there because they're pinned from YouTube. So these are a bit small. We want to have a pin that's taller. This build, the Four Seasons here is a great example. The breakfast recipes on the right are also a nice example. Nice tall pin here, and it makes it take up more vertical space in the timeline, so you're more likely to get noticed. So we want to have tall pins. They're simply more likely to be repinned. Too short of a description is another mistake. You see in this video pin I put here, this description is very, very short as opposed to the one right next to it. Nice long description. You have 500 characters to use up. Be sure to fill that in with keywords, use the hashtags. And again, the longer description gives you more vertical space. Don't forget to fill in your links. When someone clicks on a pin, we want them to go over to the website where the info is hosted or you're selling your products. So if I look at this pin, I go to edit it. This is the URL to where the content is. I want to make sure you have that filled in. If it's not filled in, the pin is simply going to say uploaded by user down here, and when a person clicks on it, they're just going to pop up a larger version of a close-up view of the image rather than getting over to your website. You should change and set your cover board images. What I mean by that, if you look at the profile view, each one of these images are set on the board, and I can do that by editing the board and choosing the cover image. This is where I would change it right here. If you do not set your cover image, Pinterest just gives you the last image pinned as your cover photo for each board. I like to have a little more control over that and design it. You could change it for seasons or colors or a promotion that you're running. Be sure to fill in all your board descriptions, your bio, and upload an account photo. So what I mean by that is this is your bio description right here. Fill that out. And then for each board that you create, make sure you put a nice long description in there and take up all the space that you have so it makes this board, again, more likely to turn up in searches. And it also tells the other users what your board is about so they can see at a glance if they're interested in what you have. Don't forget to verify your business account. Business accounts are free on Pinterest, so once you convert to a business account, you want to verify your website, and you have to own a top-level domain to do that. And then you get a nice link over to your site. Yeah, it's a no-follow, but it makes it obvious that you have a business account or at least a blog. Be sure to use descriptive names for your board names. So what I mean by that, so these are all my board names here. If I look at Pinterest for Business webinar, I want to have a nice descriptive name here because that becomes my URL up here, separated by hyphens. And that's important, again, to be found in searches, to have a relevant and descriptive name, hopefully that you're using keywords that you want to be found for. Don't miss out on group boards. That's another mistake you might be making. So group boards, you can pick them out because they have this like people avatar right here. That means that more than one person can pin to a board. And the advantage there is if you don't have time to pin for a while, other people will keep your account fresh by adding pins to it. And it also can help you build up a following because people may want to join your board if it's interesting. Don't forget to engage with users. The social media is supposed to be just that, social. So just like you talk to your friends on Facebook or your customers, same thing on Twitter, you want to engage with them on Pinterest as well. And you can do a lot of that through these notifications and messages over here. don't give up too soon. The biggest mistake you can make on any social, business building, website traffic building is you got to give it a chance, at least 6 months. But businesses take years to build up before they're profitable or have a ton of traffic. I was just on the phone with a guy last night, built a great business, moved himself to Hawaii, but it took him 8 years before he got going. So don't give up too soon, and beware of these 10 Pinterest mistakes. Check back with me on my website, pintalk.net, and on Twitter, and of course Pinterest, and even Facebook for Pinterest tips, tutorials, and more do-it-yourself help.